Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Beauty Diaries. I'm looking different today, ain't I? Okay, you've all asked us to bring to you a full edition of makeup, the makeup industry. Today, we're looking at the men in the makeup industry, and you get to know the man that did all of this. Don't I look good? Eyebrows on fleek, eyelash popping. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Beauty Diaries.
I was a monopoly, but now I'm no longer a monopoly because I have trained people and people have started to do makeup. I haven't been on the decline. I haven't had seasons where I'm like, oh, there's no work. In fact, these days, when I find a Saturday that I'm not booked for anything, I celebrate it. I'm like, oh my God, so I can wake up this morning and I can go to Tony's room and look at her. That's never the case for me. So, you know, with the way my work is these days, when I still have periods like that. So I don't believe in the oversaturation. What irks me is mediocre work. Like, everyone is a makeup artist just because they have 2 eyebrow pencils. And when you criticize their work, then you become a hater. So these days I sort of learned to keep my opinion to myself and only offer it if you ask me.
Beauty Diaries.
You're welcome back. We're still on to Beauty Diaries with Namure. Now, last week we had an edition where we talked about skincare. Most of you have sent in your questions, wanting to know more about some skincare problems you have. It's going to continue. We'll have a dermatologist come on the program and we will answer all your questions. So remain tuned to Beauty Diaries. Now, we're talking about the makeup industry and we're talking about men in the industry. How well do you know your makeup artist? These and other things we'll be talking about today. So with me on the program is a young man most of us know in Abuja. If you don't know him, you're not a makeup artist because he's vibrant, he's hardworking, his work speaks well. Of course, I am his brand ambassador today. So welcome with me on Beauty Diaries with Namure, Jideofstola.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Jide.
Hello.
How have you been?
I've been very well, thank you.
Good to have you.
Likewise.
It was a while to have Jide on set because Jide is always busy, so we truly appreciate your time with us today.
Thank you.
Okay, Jide, thank you for my makeup. Thank
You're
you once
welcome.
again. I am going to look for where to go to. I told him I'm not going to go. I will go to bed with this makeup tonight. Jide, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I seen all the products you've used on me and whoa, makeup is different from other makeup. Like I said, how do you know your makeup artist? How has it been? Let's get to know you better before we go into the details.
Well, my name is Ola Jide Okirai, popularly known as Jideofstola. I'm a beauty artist, the creative director, amongst other things. I mean, I love to cook, I love to travel.
Really?
Yes. If I wasn't a makeup artist, I think I'd have been a chef, you know. But hey, at the end of the day, this is where I found myself and I'm living my life to the fullest.
So when did you start the makeup business?
I started 11 years ago, and this was in 2008. I started in a photography studio where I was the in-house makeup artist. I worked there for like 3 years and then I left and then I started working on my own. And gradually, it wasn't easy at first, but gradually as things, should I say, went by, it started getting better and voila, here I am today.
How did you develop interest for it?
Okay, so the story is really funny. We were going to church one day, my mom and I, and we picked up a lady who was going to church as well. So she was like, oh, she's a makeup artist. If my mom ever needed to do makeup, she should please let her know. And she gave her a card and everything. And I was like, okay, I'm interested. Do you train? And she was like, yeah, we do. She worked at Slick at the time. So I started going to her studio to see how things were done. And then I enrolled for training, and then she got me a job at the photography studio where, you know, I said I worked earlier on, and that's it. That's how it's been so far.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was the acceptance like as a man in the industry?
To be honest, as much as so many people have one thing or the other to say, it's been great for me so far, because I don't know if I'll say I have a welcoming spirit. Most people are actually excited to have their makeup done by me, and you know, it's been great so far, really. I can't really think of anything otherwise.
Now, the makeup industry, of course, we know, like hair, the hair area, we have men as well. Makeup, we have men, so many things. Looking at the evolution of makeup artists in Nigeria, everybody is into makeup, so to speak. What's your take on that? Okay, well, the truth of the matter is everybody can be a makeup artist, but I think there are a few who will stand out, you know, and then because you can't compare passion to just, should I say, just because, should I say there's money in it, or everybody is doing it, so therefore let me do it as well, you know. But I feel it's more about passion, and if you don't have it, I don't think you'll be able to strive through to proceed in your thirst for makeup. Yeah. Now, you just said something about money, and that leads me to pricing. I have experienced as a makeup artist as well, not fully now, but anyway, people price some makeup artists down. Yeah. You want to do a makeup for someone and they're telling you 5,000, 3,000. Okay. And you're wondering, are you serious? And they say, no, is it not just some few minutes and I'm back home? No, I just want to. So we have issues. I've seen a lot of problems with makeup artists that charge low, their products, you know, their hygiene, which we'll be talking about as well. Why do we have this? Is it because of the influx of you know, makeup artists in the market? I wouldn't say so. For me, I think that there's so many reasons why. But for me, I would say, first of all, is your skill. Depending on how good you are, you can now put your pricing to fit. Or if it's your products you use, some people use high-end, some people use drugstore, some people use made in Nigeria or local brands. It all depends. Different factors can contribute to what your pricing will be. Yes. You know, so for me, it's based on my skill and based on the products that I use and my year of experience. You know, so that's it for me. Another person might be a different thing. So I can't really generalize and say this is the main reason why it should be like this or be like that. But at the end of the day, the products too matter. It really matters, because I've seen you use NARS, I've seen you use Gucci and all of that on my face. But the truth of the matter is makeup is expensive. You know, I just don't use makeup because of the name. I actually use what I feel is good for the skin. Okay. So I have a mix of everything from high-end to drugstore to Nigerian brands. You know, I pick and then you experiment with them? Yes. Okay. So, and that works for me, to be honest, as to just sticking to either high-end or low-end and then made in Nigeria products. So I like to support the Nigerian brand as well. Yes. So yeah, because we're really doing good, and then it's been great so far, yeah. Talking about hygiene, taking care of your brushes, as a makeup artist, going for shoots, or you're called on to come and do a makeup, you know, make one's face up for an event. What would you advise? Because I think some clients do not take time out to look at what the makeup artist is using on their face. Okay. You understand? I've seen some young ladies open their makeup boxes and I cringe. Honestly, I really do. So what should I look out for? Okay. As a client, when a makeup artist comes to me? Okay, for me, if I were a client, I first of all, your hands should be clean. They should smell good. Your breath should also be
to smell nice. Your makeup box, the box itself, not even the products that are in, should be clean. The brushes you're using on my face should be clean, because I've heard of cases where clients sue makeup artists because they've either given them acne or one infection and the other on their skin, and it's based on using dirty brushes. There are days where you have, like Saturdays, where you have makeup for 3 to 4 to 5 people, and people don't even have time. They just go straight on to pick brushes and just use for everybody, and it's really not, for me, I wouldn't do that. So as a makeup artist, I make sure I clean my brushes each time for each person. So I don't use like one brush for the whole world, you know, and that way it's only good, because when people see that you do something really good, it goes around. People begin to refer you to other people based on how neat you are. So I guess that's how it should be. As
a client, should I have my set of brushes?
I would advise, if you do, then of course I would be able to work with anything. I would advise, like if I was a client, I have my foundation, my powder, my brushes, my beauty blender, so that we're not in for any stories. I feel that way will help.
Interesting. It's now time for us to go to our event segments. Last week, Sapphire Scents turned 3, and we covered it. Beauty Diaries was there. Let's take a look.
Beauty Diaries.
Sapphire Scents is a perfume company which deals in rare perfume oils like oud, frankincense and myrrh. Sapphire Scents commenced business in August 2015 on the social media platform and escalated into other areas. Since then, the demand for their products has been exponential, with distributors in over 20 states in Nigeria, Canada, UK, USA, Ireland, Cyprus, Cameroon and Ghana. Olawale Aladejana says more on how it all began.
So I put this picture, I took a picture, put it on social media and begin to tell people about, oh, you need to try this perfume, this is what kings wear. You have not used it, you have not even started using perfumes, you know, like that. In 3 months of selling, every morning I'll put up, go to the office, put up the picture. Before I come back to my desk, people will make inquiries, you know. If they're not in Abuja, break time, I'll quickly run to Chisco Motors, send them the perfume, they send money into my account. You know, after 3 months of doing that, I made like ₦1 million. You know, 10 months later, I was able to quit my job of 4 years and focused on Sapphire Scents. Okay. So it was after that you know, because, you know, people, when they see that something is doing well, they want to start getting the same thing. Okay. So now you would have people begin to copy you. You know, and you know, I was still doing all of this small time until I had an online store on Konga. And then I made my first sale and I went to see my pastor, Pastor Biodun Fatombe of Koza. And I said to him, sir, this is what has been happening to me and all that. He said, well, come and see me. That was August 24, 2015. And I went to see him and he said, well, there's something on you. How can you be selling 2 types of perfumes? It was just like, it's either you're selling mango and melon juice. If people don't buy mango, they buy. He said, you're selling just 2 types and people are buying every day. It's either people like you a lot or there's just something on you. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to travel. Go and meet manufacturers, make good deals with them, start bringing in these perfumes in bulk. And I was just looking at him like, you don't know this is going to cost a lot of money. So next thing, he brought out his checkbook and I'm like, oh, he wants to encourage me, you know, that kind of thing. And then he began to write and I think, yeah, Pastor wants to help me. He will give me, don't think to at least 100,000. Because if you think more than 100,000, why would somebody give you more than that? And then he handed me this check and it was ₦1 million. Wow. And I was just blown away. And then he said, and he prayed, he said, Wale, this money will not finish. Go and explode, go and take over.
Sapphire Scents clocked 3 in August 2018, and to celebrate their success so far, all partners in Nigeria met for the first time in Abuja to learn more about the business and the master perfumer, social media evangelist, and philanthropist Adewale Aladejana, the brain behind Sapphire Scents.
Sapphire Scents is 3. We're celebrating our 3rd year anniversary, and so we decided to bring our distributors from 20 states of Nigeria together. Although we have distributors in over 20 states of Nigeria, the UK, US, Ghana, Canada, Cyprus, Ireland, Cameroon. But those ones are watching online. So we felt like to celebrate this landmark, we need to do something in Abuja. You know, everybody can come together.
Later in the day, distributors, investors and perfumers
conventional park to party and have some fun. The cutting of the cake was another fun part where the special guests King Toto and Aubrey Franklin joined in the celebrations and also gave their best wishes.
I wish them all the best. I wish them more success. I mean, it's 3 years and it seems like 30 years already. So I wish you 50 more years and 50 more years of prosperity. I wish that your cup overflow. I mean, Brother Wale, I'm not even scared. Success. I'm not supposed to be wishing you success. Yeah, success. You know, I just want to wish your wife, congratulations to your wife, because behind every strong man, there is a strong woman, and she's been behind this, supporting you. So yes, all thanks to her for being this backbone and everything. So God bless you. God bless you both. God bless you. I love you guys. Your family. Thank you.
You see, it's not easy to actually start a business and you clock 3. Some businesses fail after 3 months. Some fail after a week, you know. So it takes a lot of grace. It takes a lot of hard work to actually push a business to make it what it is. So 3 years is you might see 3 years as if it's 3. 3 years is a long time for businesses to crash, but for this to keep standing and becoming big, trust me, it's something big. I was at their conference in Dubai, so 3 years is good, trust me.
Wow, I am just blown away by everyone. You know, the level of goodwill that we experienced today is just mind-blowing. I want to thank all our friends, all our clients, all our distributors, all our investors for coming out to celebrate our 3rd year anniversary with us. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you, we celebrate you, we love you all. Thank you so much.
Beauty Diaries.
I want to say happy birthday to Sapphire Sen, to wish you many more profitable years in Jesus' name. Okay, we're still talking to Jide and we're talking about the makeup industry. Jide, when I look at some pictures on Instagram, on the website, they're so beautiful, and I come to you and say, Jide, I want this type of makeup. And the client doesn't know that it was photoshopped. So when you do it, like, you wonder why it is different. Why do makeup artists do this?
Okay, so the thing is, first things first, what you see might not be what will fit you. You know, and the person might have a round face, you might have a square face, you know, and then what you've seen on the picture might not really look good on you. So it's your job, or rather it's our job as makeup artists to say, oh, okay, this is my thought about what you want. Can we do it this way or do it that way? Try to convince the client. However, if the client doesn't want to, you still have to do what the client wants at the end of the day. Try as much as possible to please them.
Yes.
You know, so, but for me, I get that a lot, and then I just advise as best as I can and be like, this will not fit you or that will not fit you, and yeah, just handle. And then most times what you see on pictures is not what it looks like real life. You know, so most people aren't aware of that. Once they see a photoshopped picture and expect that's how they will look real life, but hey, that's it.
Interesting. Now you know. Be careful. The pictures are different from what you see. Okay, but for most people, what you see, like what I have on, I'm not advertising, Jide, don't mind me, but a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
I see a lot of colors, and you know, you have clients that are like, no, make it shine, put it on. And you know, when you get out, it oxidizes and it's different. So, what would you say to makeup enthusiasts that love heavy makeup? Okay,
well, you see, the thing about makeup is most times it's, as you said, it oxidizes, and then the more it sits on the face, the more it settles in and looks more beautiful. You know. So it's all about personal preference. At the end of the day, I might like something, you might like another thing. So it's what suits you and what makes you happy at the end of the day. So that's what I'll say. Do what makes you happy. Okay. Really. Okay. Yeah. There's no rule that says, oh, if you do this, must all the time, it always suits you. I don't think so.
Putting you on the spot, how much do you charge for bridal makeup?
It varies, really. There are different prices depending on what the client wants. Sometimes I do makeup with just the bride alone. Sometimes I do with the bridal party. And sometimes I do the bride, her mom, and the groom's mom. So it depends, really.
Have you ever experienced this where you go to do just one person and everybody comes, please?
I have a feeling. Yes, I've experienced
Meanwhile, they
that
didn't plan, they didn't tell
many
you.
times. If I'm free, I could do it. If I'm not, because most times, especially on Saturdays, I have work back to back. So if I can't make it, then there's really nothing I can do but just to convince the person to either call someone else or have my assistants do the makeup.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about when you go to the house and you've done your client's makeup and other people come on to you to say, can you have my makeup done?
If I'm free, why not?
You can.
Yeah, because I mean, I pack, like in my kit, I have a foundation range that fits all skin types, from white to black to caramel, depending on, you know, whatever I come across, because most times you don't know what you would expect, you know, so you don't want to feel short. So I go around prepared.
Is there a prep, is there an opportunity for you to do a prep on your client's face before the D-Day?
Well, mostly for brides.
Okay.
Yeah, but hardly any time these days do I have clients who tells me, oh, they want me, because most people see my work online and then they're just like, oh, don't worry, I trust you, do what you want to do, you know, so there's no need for it. However, there are clients who really insist because it's their big day and then they don't want to take any chances. So yes, we do trials.
So what are the things you think should go off this year, 2018? Contour.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything anyone is trying to let go of this year, because I've seen pictures like that where they say pick one to go out, either eyebrows, eyelashes, lipstick, or highlighter. And I mean, everybody loves all those things.
True.
So
take a while.
It's hard for me to say. Yeah.
Oh, but you see, you have some products now where they make it easy for you to do your eyebrow.
Yes.
And some interesting, but I don't think I want to do that.
Well, yeah, the stencils.
Yes, the stencils.
What you mean?
And then there's this other one I saw on Instagram where you just stick it on and
the lace brows. Yeah, okay, so as I said earlier, personal preference. Some people find it easier because there are people who don't even know how to do their eyebrows, so that would be like a saving grace for them, you know. And then some other people still prefer to draw on their brows, you know. At the end of the day, it's what makes you happy. But me personally, I prefer to draw on, you know. I feel I get the best result that way.
Yo boy, them Skillaci, DJ Lambo, take over the city like Ambo.
Baby, come true, now run away. But I'm on live, got another day. DJ Lambo, give me right away. Boy, I'm gonna give it to
Now, let's talk about you personally. You have a sister.
Yes, I do.
DJ Lambo.
Yes.
I was in Abuja. I saw you that day. We said hello. I went on to do my business.
Okay.
But around where I was, some people were talking about you and your sister.
Oh, really?
Both of you look alike.
Well, say that.
DJ Lambo is a DJ obviously.
Yeah.
She's female. You are male, and you're doing makeup.
Swap.
Yes, and from what I heard, I didn't like. How come? In fact, some of them didn't know you were brothers. Your brother and sister. Have you ever experienced such?
Okay, yeah, I sometimes when I'm at the airport, I hear people shout, "Hey, DJ Lambo," and I'm like, "No, that's my sister, that's not me." You know, and then she also has had situations where people say, "Oh, are you Jide?" And she's like, "No, that's my brother," you know. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's what we love to do, and then we are really pursuing to make sure that we achieve our passion and our goal and our vision. So yeah.
How many are you in the family?
We're 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and my sister is the 4th, and I'm the 5th.
Any other person into makeup?
No. Other brothers are all bankers, corporate workers, you know, all sorts.
Interesting, interesting. Now, DJ, as a makeup artist, having come this far, how would you, or what would you want to say to someone that would want you to inspire them or mentor them?
Okay, really, to be honest, I'm sure most people must have heard this a million times, but to be honest, persistence, consistency, the thirst to make sure that you're all, like when I wake up, after I say my prayers, I'm thinking, how can I do these brows this day? Oh, I want to achieve this look this day, you know. And it's all makeup, makeup, makeup. If I go to the movies, whatever I watch inspires me through makeup.
Yes.
If I go to the restaurant and I'm eating something, when I see someone pass with her makeup, it inspires me to do something. So the thirst and the hunger to follow your dreams, I would say, sometimes it might not be easy, but don't let it stop you. Just keep pushing, and then one day it will definitely scale through.
We've been talking to Jideofstola, presenting to you one of the popular male makeup artists in the industry. Thank you so much, Jide, for accepting us into your space today.
Thank you.
We must say your studio is really lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope we'll come up again. We're begging Jide to give us a freebie. And somebody in the crew wants to
I could actually give one free viewer makeup. Or crew.
Okay, somebody's happy back there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's how we end the program today, but watch out for the question for today. The winners for last week's episode will also be up. Please note, send your answers to the email address and the Instagram handle. That's how we'll get your answers. Fastest fingers. And the answer, or what are the freebies for this one is not from Jide. We have other things from the makeup fair. And of course, the ladies that give us some freebies for skincare. My name is Namore Ejemioya. See you again same time next week.